Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I just want to start off by saying thank you for all my new subscribers. Yeah, just wanted to say that. And a little disclaimer before we get started. I'm sorry if the lighting is really bad in this video. I'm trying to get it fixed, but I just can't find good lighting in my room. Don't know why. Oh, maybe I should tell you what we're doing today. Today I'm going to be filming a dance Q&A because after my competition vlogs, I actually got a lot of questions on what things mean, why I had nationals so early, just a lot of different questions about how it works. And then I also asked you guys on my Instagram to ask me any more questions you had about it, and you did. All right, let's just get started. Someone said, what categories are you scored on? Like, how does scoring... We're good. So when we compete a routine based in whatever style you're on, there's a set of judges and they have papers and they will score you based on your choreography, your technique, your strength, your passion, your performance, your spacing and formations, basically just the overall routine, and they will score you within each little category like that. And then you get a score from each judge, which then are all combined together and to give your routine the overall score, which is normally like out of a certain amount, which then determines how you place based on the other teams. And the judges put comments, they either type them or write them, and then after the competition we go through the comments to see what they think we should fix, what we need to work on, and just any suggestions they have or ways to make it better. Someone said, how many days a week do you have dance? Are you ever sore? So I also work at the studio, but I also dance there. So I'm at the studio Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and then I do private lessons typically on Wednesdays and Fridays, so I'm there also. I do get sore sometimes, but I typically only get sore when like it's a really like big night, like when we work on something really hard and like the same thing over and over. If I'm working on a skill over and over, typically the muscles that you use for that skill are really sore the next day, or if we're just like working on something on our arms, my arms will be sore, but I never feel like I can't do anything because I'm sore, if that makes sense. How do you get flexible? By stretching. I'm not the most flexible person, but I definitely have a little bit of flexibility, but I wasn't born flexible. I'm not very flexible. Some people said, how are you so darn good at it? How are you literally the best at it? Thank you. Thank you. That's very sweet. Fuerte, how do you stay balanced and keep your spot when spotting? I don't really know. You just look at the same spot the whole time and spot it. I can't explain that one. I don't know. What is a bid? So if you guys didn't see in my last videos, I talked about how we had an award ceremony to see whether we got bids or not to Worlds. So Dance Worlds is like a international, I think that's the word, an international competition in Orlando, Florida, where teams from all around the world come and compete at, but you cannot just go to Worlds, you have to earn a bid to it. So I didn't know how to explain it myself, so I asked my dance teacher what she would define it as, and she put, a bid earns you a chance to compete at Dance Worlds. Bids are awarded to those with scores high enough. So basically you have to go to a competition and score high enough for the competition to award you with a bid in every routine in order to take them. So like if we have a lyrical routine and we're going to go to a competition and compete it, our lyrical routine has to score high enough and do good enough, and the competition has to say, okay, we want to give this routine a bid to Worlds, we think it deserves to be there. They will give us a bid, which you saw in my vlog. We get awarded like a banner and a little packet thing, and then that allows you to take that routine to Worlds and compete with incredible teams. And so that's basically how the bids work. So when I was saying we have 5 routines and we wanted to get a bid in all of them, we had to work really hard because you have to earn each bid. Also, this is funny, this goes along with my last videos. I had mentioned that we only got 3 bids because we were only awarded 3, but we just found out the other day that we actually got 2 more in our other routines, so we have all 5 bids. So I'm pretty happy about that because, I mean, why wouldn't you? Someone said, when is nationals? So I got a lot of questions on this also because I titled it nationals. So the competition we went to is DX AmeriCup Nationals. So they just, that's the company's like nationals, and technically I guess our nationals would be like Worlds and Summit, I think, but I don't really know like how that works. So I just titled nationals because it's entitled DX Nationals. So I just want to clear that up. And I do all-star dance, not studio, so like NDA and all that stuff is different from like UDA and USASF competitions like that. I don't want to get into all of that because I don't really know, but that is why our nationals was in February. But nationals for me is not my last competition. We have more. How did you get into dance? I think I've talked about this a little bit before, but I really didn't know what it was. My mom signed us up, and then once we got into it and I saw other people dancing, I was like, I want to do that. I was like, yep, gotta learn it. I want to do it. And that's basically how I got started. And then once I did get started, I was like obsessed with it, and here we are. Are you going to dance in college? I think it would be really cool to dance in college, yes, but I don't know. Any tips for people interested in getting started for dance? Oh my gosh, I don't know who asked that question, but tips. Well, if you're thinking about it and you're like debating, I think you definitely should, because it's just so like, I don't know how to describe it, but I love it. Would be just to stretch a lot and work really hard. And like a big tip would be, look at the dancers that you think are like amazing, even if it's just in your studio, dancers you look up to, or like dancers you follow online, and take like tips from them. If you look at them and you're like, oh my gosh, I love this about them, then like try to do that yourself. I don't know if I'm explaining this right, but like whenever I see dancers and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to turn like them or flip like them, then I will try the techniques that they do and try to do it like them, if that makes sense. Just look at the best person in the room, take tips from them, take notes from them. Like whenever I go to dance conventions, I typically don't try to stand in the back, but I also don't go like right for the front. I just want to stand behind like the best person in the room, so I can be like, oh, she's really good at this, I gotta do it like her. And I just feel like that helps you a lot, because if you're taking notes from the best person in the room, who's gonna be the second best, baby? What's the best part of dance? There's a lot of good parts, but I would say the best has got to be like the relationships you make with people. That sounds very cheesy, but like you see these people every single day, and you have a different connection with them than like people you see at school, or like your teachers at school, or like it's just different because you're doing something that you all love, and you're working really hard all together, and it's just a different like type of relationship. But I would definitely say that. And then another fun thing would obviously be traveling. Like you get to travel to places I probably would have never gone if I was not in dance, so that's pretty cool. What is your least favorite part of dance? I would say probably not least favorite, but like hardest part would be, I tend to get really lazy sometimes, so it's hard for me to always stay on my grind and like be active and be stretching and be working out, because I don't know, I'm 17 and I'm lazy. So it's really hard to realize that like you have to keep working, keep practicing like constantly. And then sometimes I get really mad when I cannot get tricks or skills, like if we learn something new in class and I can't get it right away, I'm like, okay, I suck, I'm a bad dancer, there it goes. So I would say those are probably my like least favorite parts of dance, if I had to pick them, but I don't know why you made me pick that. Okay, we have a few more. A lot of people ask me what's my favorite style of dance. So this has definitely changed throughout the years, like a million times. So my favorite used to be lyrical. I still love lyrical, is not what I'm saying. I used to love lyrical. That was my favorite at first. And then it became hip hop. I loved hip hop. I still do love lyrical and hip hop. They're just not my favorite. I would say now my favorite, I've like grown to like pom, which I used to hate pom because it was hard and like tiring. But I just find it really fun now because you can literally just have fun faces the whole time and be like so cheesy and into it. And I just feel like it's not easy, but like it's easy because you don't have to like move your chest so much or like be like, it's more just like stick straight, you know? So I would say, yeah, palm is my favorite now, but I still love every other style. I think those are all the questions you guys had for me for this video. If you do have any more, make sure you comment them down below because I may make an updated video in the future. I hope that cleared up any questions you guys had about dance and how it works, and I hope my videos just make a little bit more sense to you now. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you give it a like and click the subscribe button. That would help me out a lot. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.